Greetings and welcome to EnergizeUtv, Season 7, Episode number 28. I'm Angel Marie, your activation catalyst. Let's take a deep breath. What if the patterns you keep trying to fix were never flaws at all? Yet your nervous system learned them to keep you safe. Now, science shows us the nervous system wires repeated experiences into automatic responses for protection. And those patterns stay placed until the body feels safe enough to rewire. And that's why today on EnergizeUtv, we're talking about you're not stuck, you're wired that way. And it's taken out of the beautiful Ignite book. So if you would like, go ahead and get your copy, let me sign it, and come on with me because it raises your energy in 30 seconds or less naturally so that you shine with more energy, joy, and abundance. So happy that you're here, and let's get going because I am joined by the awesome Beth Ann Kaib, and she is a dear friend and integrated guide, as well as the founder of Soul FLYT, and she can tell us all about that. Her work bridges the nervous system awareness, identifying, rewiring, and embodied integration. She also brings a rare mix of grounded, she's very grounded, let me tell you, insights and emotional safety. I definitely feel that from her. And honoring both the light and the shadow within. She's done a lot of work with that. I can't wait. So in this soul setting share, we're going to explore the past and how it didn't write events. It wired identity. And how identity can be updated with ease, just not with force, right? So thank you so much for making the choice to invest in your time to be here with me today. I appreciate you, and you're changing the world. You are. Just that positivity is changing that world. And you know, I say that I am that activation catalyst. And why do I say that? You know what? This is the thing that I'd like to say is, you know what? It's exciting because this isn't just special to me. You are an activation catalyst also, because every one of you has the capacity to self-activate. And my commitment is to help you, yes, you, and people all over the world to feel it, trust it, and lead from it. So once your system knows the state, it will return to it every single time. So let's take another deep breath and engage that vagus nerve. There you go. Breathe it in. And breathe it out. Beautiful. Now you're with me. And here we go. This is what's in store for you today is the crystal connection. That's a fave for a lot of people. And then there is the understanding and amplifying of your energy awareness. So I talked about energy. It's the hottest thing going. People go up, but they go, what does that really mean? So I'll explain that. And the top pick is that energy clearing, that 30-second reset that I'm going to help you to be so you feel in that. And of course, the wisdom segment, and that's with that Beth Ann that she's going to be talking about. And then the highly requested, oh my gosh, it's requested all the time, is the activation transmission. And Beth Ann has agreed to do that for us today, and very excited about that. So stay tuned to the end. Don't you fast forward if you're replaying because you'll miss out on so much. So you know what? Everybody wants to feel better. So go ahead and be kind and go ahead and share this out and hit that button on YouTube, because I do a lot of videos and a lot of shorts about different things, and you want to be the first to be involved with that. So I'm so excited. Let's just jump right into the energy awareness segment, because you know what? Everything is what? Everything is energy. And everything, and science says that everything is energy. And when we really step into understanding that everything is energy, then what happens is we listen to Einstein, right? We listen to maybe even the other guy, but this guy says right here, energy cannot be created or destroyed. It merely can change the form of it. And that's what I teach, is changing the form. But you know what? Also, Nikola Tesla also says that if you really want to find the secret of the universe, Think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. And when I found that, I was just blown away, because that's something I've been working with for years and years, is conducting energy and helping others for almost 30 years. And the thing is, though, is energy is moving through us all the time. That's quantum physics. And what they call that is the field, the biofield. And you might be thinking, what is the field? Well, the field is the energy your body is always sending out. The flow of influence by your emotions and experiences. And where awareness opens the flow. And that's what we're going to talk about too, about that awareness. But this is what your biofield looks like. And this is real. This is quantum physics talking about that's that invisible environment all the way around you that is constantly training. And your heart, brain, and nervous system are electric. But did you know what? This was fascinating. The heart has an electromagnetic field 5,000 times greater than the brain. So what does that mean to you? Well, the biofield's running, right? And your emotions and everything is going. And it's saying the more that you come from your heart, the more from love, the more your energy shifts, the more of that positivity. And here's an aura photo, which is real. You can see the aura right there. And understanding that everyone has an aura or a biofield. So it just depends on how you want to look at it. So I like that. And I always like showing this chart, because this chart is based on David Hawkins' map of consciousness chart. And the numbers are relative, but yet the heart actually creates a measurable field. We know this. And the thing is when it does, when you're in shame, blame, guilt, fear, trying too hard, coulda, shoulda, wouldas, what happens? You're in a lower vibration. When you raise your energy into that willingness, that acceptance, reason, love, joy, grateful gratitude, peace and compassion, you actually feel better. They have proven that you actually feel better. And this is the thing, because you're conducting your energy and you're feeling that energy is coming up and you're feeling better. So I just love that. And remember something. Like a musical conductor with an orchestra, you can always change your vibe, your energy. You can. And it's just like when I go and I am the event energy conductor and I get hired, I don't just hold the space and an environment or someplace. I don't just go there and hold that. What I'm really doing is I'm guiding the invisible energy that impacts every biofield and every corner of the event. Now, this is done by me raising my energy, raising my frequency. And I do this in virtual events. I do these for speakers and hold events. Like this lady, she's a hypnotherapist, so she really wants me to hold so that everybody stays engaged and comes back. And then this one was a 2-day. They've hired me 2 years in a row, and it was a 2-day in person. And then also at the holistic, they invite me in that chapter to come. So understanding that you were just that energy being, but you are that conduit. You are that beautiful activation catalyst, because you're doing the same thing. So beautiful. I hope that helps understand energy and also a little bit of what I do. So let's just run right into energy can shift in 30 seconds or less if you let it. And this is the energy clearing and reset. And we're going to just take 30 seconds, take a deep breath, and let it out. Let's practice tuning your energy, just like a conductor tuning an instrument, and give it 30 seconds. Breathing in again. Beautiful. And out. And just imagine you're clearing all of that energy field and that negative forces all the way around you. And you're just letting it go and releasing just all those patterns. And you're clearing, cleansing. Beautiful. And as you're doing that, you're feeling that energy. And let's feel the body, the biofield, just feel that brightness. And open up to the divine energy, that divine messages that Spirit's going to give us, and that we can open up and to hear all of these beautiful points. And take another deep breath and let this just absorb, absorb into. Take another breath and Beautiful. Before we go to the next segment, let's drink. And the thing is, if you watch me on the stories on Facebook and Instagram, every morning I do ones up reminding you to breathe, to reset the nervous system, and to drink water because it's so powerful. So I really like this quote. You don't rewire by force. You rewire by feeling safe. Ooh, what does that really mean? We're going to ask Beth Ann. She's the expert on this, and she's going to be telling us what that is in just a little bit. So let's move to the next segment, and that is light workers. Oh my gosh, beautiful souls. Here we go. You know, Reiki is a gentle practice. It works with the body's natural intelligence, and it brings the nervous system back into balance. And it's not about fixing anything. It's about what happens in creating safety. And this is what I do, and I've been doing for almost 30 years and working with people for the nervous system and to help them. And this is the thing. This is why it matters so much, is when the nervous system feels safe, what happens? Whew. Yes, when the nervous system feels safe, this is what happens. And the brain shifts out of that survival mode. The stress hormones soften. The brain waves slow down, and the body enters a state where the change is actually possible. This is the same state neuroscience shows is required for neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to rewire patterns, responses, and identity all over time. Identity, yes, that's what Beth Ann is going to talk about. So Reiki helps create that state. That's why people often say they feel calmer, clearer, and more themselves after. And so beautiful because it's a force, but it's also, it gives yourself permission to just relax. And when the body rests, the nervous system reorganizes naturally. Oh, don't you like naturally? I love this. And this is what I really mean to say. Reiki creates safety, and safety allows rewiring. And that is the basis. Isn't that beautiful? So if you would like to learn Reiki, I would love, love, love to teach it to you, because I also teach level 1, level 2 for almost 30 years. And we have Reiki shares, and we have many things just for my students. I love this cartoon. Your body heals when your nervous system feels safe. So tell me something. What's your favorite cartoon? Because that was my favorite when I was a kid. I love that one. So, okay, as we move on, okay, we're coming back. As we move on, we're moving over to the beauty of, we're going to be doing the crystal in a moment, and I'm going to tell you all about the new crystal and the crystal of the week. So if you're excited about that, stay tuned, because we're going to be right back after this message with the crystal of the week.
If you're listening to the EnergizeUtv, you already know the power of connection. Now imagine sharing your contact info instantly, no typing, no paper, no friction. Our digital business cards let you share your name, phone, social links, and website with one simple scan. Perfect for professionals who want to automate building their network. Ready to upgrade how you connect? Scan the QR code on the screen and get your digital business card built by JavaLogix today.
Beautiful, beautiful. And you know what? Check out JavaLogix. He is awesome. He's out of Canada, and he's a ninja. I love his digital business cards. And tell him I sent you, and you'll get the angel discount every single time. So let's move on, because I promised you that you're going to get the crystal of the week. Now, this crystal, just so you know, it's a rare one. I don't have it. I've used it before, but I don't actually have it with me. And it just blew me away when I was reading about it. So it is the Hickman-type. And it is known for its ability to change colors when exposed. Here we go. There it is. It changes colors when it works with identity and flexibility, but yet it changes colors when exposed to light, and then slowly returns. And that alone is so powerful, because just that says that it can be responsive, adapt, and safe. And spiritually, it works with identity flexibility. And when I found that, I was like, oh my gosh, definitely. And it supports you releasing rigid defines that form during survival moments and gently open to who you are really becoming. And it also carries its messages. And the message is you are allowed to change without losing yourself. Let's say that again, because really, you are allowed to change without losing yourself. This is especially important and supportive when you're stepping into a new version of yourself. And we are constantly doing what? Yes, we're constantly adapting, identifying flexibility, and we want that safe change. And this allows you to do this. And it also helps to help us change that safety, that equals safety, not danger, right? Physically and energetically. Pigmentite resonates with the nervous system and brain regulation. It supports calming. It also helps the body move out of chronic alertness. Oh my gosh, right? How many times are you in that, always that nervous system doesn't feel safe, but it helps you to feel safe. And that's the biggest thing, is to feel safe, and the brain becomes more flexible. And when the nervous system feels safe, what happens? We keep saying that. When the nervous system feels safe, it allows the nuclear or the nurture, put it in neutral, nurture pathways to form. Okay, there we go. And this is where rewiring actually really starts to happen. So rewiring isn't about forcing the reset. It's really not. And I love to look at this one. It's so pretty. And it really is allowing the system to respond, settle, and reorganize naturally. Just like the stone shifts with light and then returns, your nervous system can adapt to this new experience also, and settles into the healthier baseline time. So this is why this crystal is a beautiful crystal for rewiring consciousness. So very nice. And remember something, that if you're ready and you want to learn crystals, you can learn all about the crystals. Yet the real magic is when you experience them, not just study them. And when you feel them and you can feel the energy response. So if you're ready to do that, give me a yell, because I love teaching crystals online and in person. So, and just remember to always clear your crystals. And if you don't know how to do that, get with me, because I love to teach you. So we're almost ready to go, but I want to thank you for being here, because you're changing the vibration of the whole world. You really are. And I see you, and I know you see me. You can feel that energy and feel that. And if it wasn't for you subscribing and coming here every week for 7 seasons, I wouldn't be reaching over 92,000 views, 3.3 million minutes viewed a month. And that's because of you. And I want to say thank you. And again, go ahead and share it out, because why? The more word we get out of this kindness and what energy is, the more you have this days of being in the solitude of beauty and love, in love. So are you ready? I know I'm ready. So here we go. We got Beth Ann Kaib coming up right now, and she's an integrated guide and founder of Soul FLYT. So much more to her than you know, but here she comes right now. Let's bring her on. Hello and welcome to the show.
Hello, I'm so happy to be here.
You know, Beth Ann, I've known you for over a decade. I love you. You're one of my besties. And I would love for you to tell everybody who you are.
So my name is Beth Ann. I am a single mother, and I am a horse girl. I grew up on horses, and I have a background in occupational therapy, where I worked with special needs kids. And I actually had my therapy session with these kids on the back of a horse. So yeah, very, very country girl here, but living in the semi-city life now, trying my best to adjust.
Well, welcome, and that's beautiful. Maybe one of these days I go out to the horses with you. I didn't even think it all these years.
Yep, game on.
Yeah, that would be really cool. So let's just dive right in, because you're the expert on this, and this is what I'm having you on, is, you know, up to 90% of our daily behavior is driven by subconscious patterning, not conscious choice. What is that really saying?
So our subconscious responds so much faster than our conscious can. And our brain can't identify the difference. So if we believe it and feel it enough, our brain doesn't know if it's actually happening to us or not. So if we're having like a nightmare or a daydream, our brain doesn't know.
Huh. Wow. And that's why they say, go ahead and sit and do those affirmations.
Because if you believe enough.
But it isn't just the belief, though, right? It's more, it is the feeling too.
Yes, you have to fully embody it, which is where the key comes in, that you have to have a regulated nervous system in order to actually fully feel it. Because if your nervous system is all over the place, then you can't properly feel all of those feels.
Huh. And that's why you've worked with a lot with the light and shadow are not opposite. They're partners in protection. That's kind of going on this other road, but we need to bring that up because I know you've done a lot of shadow work. So
yeah, a lot of people feel that like the shadow aspect of you is the dark side of you, and I don't believe that. I believe it's the unseen side of you. It's the parts of you that kind of they fragmented. So if you think about it, they broke off out of safety. So it's not, it can be fear, but it's more of safety that you detach, and that part of you runs and hides away because you were patterned generally like at a very young age. Like if you're sitting in church, you stay quiet, you can't be loud, because if you're loud, then you get disciplined and that part of you goes away. And I just learned to suppress my voice. So we have to turn around and face that and look at these things in our past that we kind of like shoved away under the carpet, and always remember that in order to see the light, there has to be dark. You can't have one without the other. You can't see the stars in the sky if the sky is light.
Good analogy, God. And you made me think of something just for fun. Is that when I was a kid, when I was at church one day, I put my fingers in my ear and I screamed. My mom, oh my God. And of course, I was the baby, so I was always sitting next to her, and she went, and then she took me out there, and she's like, baby, what were you thinking? I'm like, well, nobody can hear me.
Because I made it quiet.
I made it quiet. But what was I doing? I was having fun. I was a kid.
Yeah.
But when we really look at our shadow side, this is many people call it many different things, many different things. But really what we're talking about is that we have to have a balance. And as the nervous system keeps rewiring, right, that it helps us.
Yeah. Yeah. So I fully feel that you have to go back in and you have to look at these past events. The past, it didn't wire the events, it wired your identity. But if you...
Let's keep going on that, because it's like identity is a completely different definition. Like what?
So if we go back to the kid at church that was told to be quiet, so that was an event, but the identity became, okay, I have to be the quiet one. I have to suppress my voice. I'm not allowed to speak up. So that identity can be updated. So if we go back, and again, our conscious and our subconscious doesn't know what's real and what's not. So now that we're an adult, if we go back and picture ourselves in that specific time and we fully feel it, and we're able to say all of the things, give the love and the comfort to that version of ourselves, we just re-identified ourselves. And we can now, we now have the knowledge and the ability to speak up when we're supposed to speak up and not suppress ourselves, so that we can live our authentic self.
Ooh. Mic drop. Everybody doesn't get a mic drop. That was a mic drop.
Thank you.
Because when we really wrap ourselves around it, and even studies consistently show that suppressed emotion doesn't just disappear. And those emotions of, if my mom would have hit me, say, and hit me or beat me, or, I would have, that would have, and all she said was, baby, that doesn't work. And my mom always knew how to handle me because, and it was like, oh, okay. And I just took it as, oh, I messed up. It wasn't. So I get what you're saying, because it reorganizes the nervous system.
Mm-hmm. So so part of my program, one of my in-depth programs, is we do this activity, and I walk you through it through like a meditation and a whole guided thing. And we do this activity so you are able to meet your inner child, and you have these conversations, and you parent your inner child, and you say, thank you so much for keeping me safe, for keeping us safe, and for doing the best that you could. And I've got it from here. And you put your inner child at rest, and you heal that part of you, and you just rewired your identity, and you're starting to tell your nervous system, it is okay. I am okay. We can regulate now, because this is no longer hiding. I just accepted it and loved it.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. And we talk a lot about traumas or dark sides, and I don't like the T word, but you know what? And what I say is it's a story that we tell, and we hold that in our body, and it's like a frozen energy in the nervous system that's shaping our emotions and our relationship or reactions.
Mm-hmm.
What you're saying is to unfroze, but that's what it is. They're frozen.
Yes, they're frozen. They're stuck. You have to go in. You have to love it. Give it the compassion. Give it the acceptance. Give it a voice. When you stop saying, so many people feel like in healing is fixing yourself because you're broken. And I do not accept that at all. I did for a very long time. That was my belief. But I believe that healing is loving all of you, all of the crap, all of the muck, all of the great things, like every part of you. You have to love every part of you.
Yes, yes, and you've done that in that one book. You talk about what happened to you with the abuse. Yes,
Yes.
and that one that you wrote. Yes, and how you got through that.
Yeah, so I had found myself in an abusive marriage, because I thought that's what I deserved. I thought I hadn't done the healing work, and I didn't know I needed the healing work. And I stayed in an abusive marriage way longer than I should have. And I did what any semi-rational single mom with a kid in a wheelchair would do. And after she had brain surgeries and we had doctor's clearance, we took off across the country in an RV twice. So that was.
She's in a wheelchair.
She's in a wheelchair. Yes. Yeah. So we took off across the country twice, and that was the start of my healing journey, and went through a lot, and rediscovered myself and my independence, and gave myself that strength. And more than anything, I wanted to show my daughter that she could overcome anything that was thrown at her in life and come out stronger. Yeah. So then I decided I would hop into another relationship, dabbled my toe in it, and realized, whew, I was not healed. And it was not a great ending, but it was the best thing that ever happened to me. It threw me into a massive downward spiral that forced me to face everything that I needed to face. And that is what truly changed me and changed my life and put me into the place where I found my self-love and I live my authentic self, which is the whole inspiration behind everything that I do now. Because I just want to heal people. I want them to love themselves and find that within themselves.
Oh, beautiful. That's beautiful. I mean, the whole thing isn't beautiful, but the way that and it is stepping into that. And, neuroscience shows that the body reacts to perceived threats and safety. And whether it's happening or not, it always remembers the past. And like I say, you have markers, vibrational fields that you will never get rid of. We are electric. But how we rewire it, how we work with it.
Yeah.
And it's not about just going to a sporting event and getting drunk every night.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So just changing how your brain perceived what happens. And you go in and you make it safe. So it's no longer something that has to be fragmented. It's something that is a part of you. And then on the other side, you find that self-love. And that self-love is just literally loving everything about you. And in that state, your nervous system is like, whew.
Oh, thank you for the break. I appreciate you. And I really like this one. In 2019, University of California, San Diego, they did a research found that nervous system regulates directly improves emotional resilience, decision making, and stress recovery, even without cognitive processing.
Mm-hmm. So before, I put everybody else first. And that was the way I was wired, and that's just what automatically happened. So through all of this healing work that I've done, I now put myself first. So when I have to make those instant decisions, because my nervous system is regulated, I automatically put myself first. And I can't even begin to tell you what a beautiful thing that is. But it's yeah, our nervous system responds. Like if you have a bear coming running after you, like, are you going to tell me you cognitively thought about what you're going to do before your nervous system was like, peace out?
Subconscious, super conscious comes in every single time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I love that. Yes. And, also Stanford University School of Medicine, they said they found that the body feels safe. The brain naturally shifts out of survival mode, allowing new patterns of identity, behavior, and perception to emerge.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, this is science that says that we can do this.
Yeah. I lived in survival mode. So I have a special needs daughter. I have been a caregiver my entire life. I took care of my mom while she was on hospice. It's just like, that is who I've always been, and still trying to run businesses and be an author and, all the things. Survival mode is where I lived for so long. And through all the healing, I still feel like I'm learning who I am. And I'm still like, it's like an onion. I'm still revealing certain parts of myself all the time, but it's in such a regulated, wonderful state. So, yeah.
That's beautiful. I know you have some programs that you do, and you also have that you do coaching and stuff. So beautiful. And I really like this by Henry Ford because it hits the nail, right? Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right.
Exactly. Exactly. This is the most powerful thing. We can convince it to do anything in our life. And once we completely embody what we want inside, it forces our external to reflect that.
Yeah. And it really comes from that emotion, because the nervous system is processing the information up to 5 times faster than the conscious thought.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. So if your nervous system is all over the place, like how are you going to respond? Probably as a chaotic, frantic mess. But if you have that regulated nervous system, once again, if that bear comes running after you, you want to be in a place where you're going to do the appropriate thing to keep yourself alive.
So tell the viewers and the listeners, like, what can they do, on a daily basis? Just a couple things maybe, because we keep going back to, you can't do anything until this is regulated. So let's give them a couple things.
Yeah. Yeah. So I feel everyone has something that works for them. And I'm a huge advocate, even for like the super advanced people that do meditation. We always get stuck in a rut. And I'm sure you have your specific way that you meditate, whether it's sitting in silence, listening to a clock, doing a guided meditation, drumming music, whatever. Explore. So there's all these different ways. So even if you do the same thing every day, I implore you to do something else. But there's breath work, there's EFT tapping. And I'm a firm believer that in this day and age of YouTube and all of us out there, like, you can learn anything you want to learn. So go look it up, find somebody you trust. But yeah, breath work is huge. Just inhale, hold.
Okay, but I gotta stop. Oh, I gotta stop you for a second because yesterday was a very heightened day for me. There's a lot of moving parts going on with me right now. And I was going from 1 and I was up at 2:30 in the morning. And I went to bed at 11. And I was up. So I just stayed up and I'm used to that. When spirit gets me up, I'm up. But by 4:35, I started going, okay, I can't see the computer anymore. And I went and laid down. My nervous system, and I could feel it. I'm like, I've been doing this a long time. I knew, but yet I was having a hard time even taking a deep breath. So what would you say to people? Yeah.
So this irritates me, but I'm going to walk you through it, and then I'm going to tell you what I found to do instead. I have my own sensory issues, just saying. But if you rub your finger and your thumb together slowly, and you feel every ridge, creeps me out, sorry, but if you feel every ridge in your fingerprints, and you just focus on that feeling, you instantly, And this you can do under the table at a conference room or like whatever high pressure, high like visibility place that you are, and no one knows that you're doing it. And your level just went, whew.
Yeah, because I'm concentrating on something different because it was right here. It was just this angst, and I couldn't take a deep breath. And for me, what I ended up doing is I got up and I went outside. And I grounded, and I actually started doing and doing my Tai Chi, and I started moving, and then I was in the sun, and then because we're here in Phoenix, Arizona, so I'm very blessed. And then I went back in, and I was able to calm down. But this is good because there's so many of you that are at work and maybe your boss. That's the thing is some of you. I've been counseling people. Their bosses are so mean and they're just, and then they got all the people that are, talking and gossiping. I don't know how. So what would you tell them to do?
I don't judge people, and that is on them. To me, when I look at somebody that is in that state, I wish them healing and I refuse to take part of it. So yeah.
And what the best thing is, because I just had a client come in with that, I said, okay, let's look at how they communicate and how you communicate. Let's see that, okay, it doesn't work. Okay, we get it. But you have to be there until you find another job. Or this is the same pattern. You keep going because you keep what?
Keep repeating patterns. And yeah, repeating patterns are so much fun. And that's the problem. You can only meet someone as far as they've met themselves. So if you are constantly circling back to this, at some point you need to realize there's something in you that you need to acknowledge in order to break this pattern and to stop calling this back into yourself. And you can go back and hopefully evaluate your life and what exactly the root of that is that you keep calling back in, and go heal it and quote unquote fix it. I'm not a big fan of that word. To me, it's accept it and love it and integrate it. Integration is the biggest factor there. You have to make it a part of you.
Yeah, and that's really what you did with all of what happened to you, and that's what I've done with all the sexual assault that I had since 2 years old all the way up to the 30s. I just integrated all of it, and I feel safe. And when I don't feel safe, because it is a physical thing, and you've been with me before, it's like, can you walk me out to the car? I'm just going to ask, walk me out to the car. And intuitively, because something's going on, and I'm not going to go into it. I don't care. Just somebody come help me.
Yep.
Ask for what you want. And I love this one too, because healing isn't about fixing yourself.
Yeah.
It's about feeling safe enough to become more.
It was like walking out to the car. If you don't have a regulated nervous system, you can't feel what your body's telling you. You can't feel your intuition. Like we've all been in that scenario where like your stomach's just like, oh, something is not right. Or, or I just ate something really that I shouldn't have, whatever it is. If your nervous system is completely off the rails, you're not going to feel any of that. Yeah. And if your nervous system is in that state, like how can you take more in? Your nervous system isn't in a place where it can take more in. So yeah, the basis of all of it, if you want more, got to regulate.
And don't you find that with entrepreneurs? Because I know you work with a lot of them, and I do too, is they wanted to learn about LinkedIn. They wanted to know more about how to do a funnel. They wanted to, and they're just, but yet they're just, and until they can walk into a room and the energy brings the people, the energy brings that new customer.
Mm-hmm. You can talk until you're blue in the face. That's fine. But if we don't align and I constantly am showing up like, like, are you going to want to work with me if I'm like way off the tracks? No. And like you said earlier, I'm a very grounded person. I'm a Taurus as well. So that helps. But all of the people that I work with, so I have a business where I work with businesses too. And all of these entrepreneurs that come to me, normally when I get the phone call, they're like, you would not believe what just happened to me. And like, they're going off the rails. And I'm like, okay, let's evaluate this. Let's bring it down a little bit. And yeah.
Okay. Because I know that full time because you help me so much, because you help to ground me and go, Angel, let's bring it back. Shiny thing. Stop. It's really a barrier, and it's so helpful. So this has been wonderful, and there's been so many wonderful tips for everyone, and I appreciate it. And I was wondering, what is your free gift that you're going to be giving away today?
So I made up an integration experience. So it's like a guided mini course, and it helps you integrate your light and your shadow, or the things that you haven't looked at. And it helps bring you back home to wholeness. So it's just it's a nice little mini course. So there is the link, and Energize. I felt like that was absolutely appropriate for the coupon code. So under the coupon code, put in Energize in all capital letters, and you will get that for free.
Awesome. And as we move on now, I'm so excited because Beth Ann has accepted to go ahead and do the transmission today. So everybody get in a place where you can get in this beautiful place of this transmission. I'm going to go away and I'll be back in a few to help out. So take it away, Beth.
All right. So let's take a moment to just arrive and feel where we're at. Wherever you are, just let your body settle. Feel your feet connect with the ground beneath you, and relax all of the muscles in your legs. Release all of the tension. Go ahead and take a deep breath in and hold it and release it through your mouth. Now I want you to focus on your hips and take another deep breath in and hold it. And as you release all of the tension in your hips. Next, we're going to move up to your abdomen. Take a deep breath in, hold it. And as you release, let all of the anxiety out of your stomach go. Your arms and your shoulders. My favorite is my shoulders. Go ahead and take a deep breath in and hold it. And as you release, let all of that tension go, and kind of move your neck around a little bit if you need to as well. Now we're going to release all of the tension from your jaw and your eyes. So go ahead and take a deep breath in, hold it. And as you release, let all of the anxiety and all of the tension go. So this time, I want you to breathe in, and I want you to feel your belly expand as big as it can go. Feel the breath rise into your chest, and then let everything soften on the exhale. One more time. Take a deep breath in. Feel your belly, your chest. Try to get your breath all the way up to your shoulders. And now just let your whole body relax and let go a little bit more as you exhale. All right, return your breathing to normal. And I want you to go ahead and picture a soft color, any color that represents the energy that isn't truly yours. Maybe it's a blue or a purple, whatever comes to your mind. This color represents all of the energies, the thoughts, and the emotions that you might have picked up from others. Search your whole body. Make sure there's no hiding energy anywhere in there. And then I want you to visualize yourself standing under a gentle, clear waterfall. Shining through that waterfall is pure, radiant light. The waterfall is warm and soothing, and it's washing over you from head to toe. Now, as it's flowing over you, imagine it gently rinsing away all of that colored energy. Watch it flowing off your shoulders, down your arms, out through your feet, back into the earth. Feel this warm water cleansing, renewing, and energizing you. And stand there for a minute. Feel the warmth of the sun beaming on your face, lighting you up. And I want you to place one hand over your heart and say to yourself, I am fully living my truth. Take one last deep breath in, drawing in calm and connection. And then as you exhale, imagine sending that grounded energy back to yourself. And when you're ready, you can gently open your eyes and bring your awareness back.
That was beautiful. Very grounding, just like you are. I just love you. I adore you, honey. Thank you.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Do you have any lasting words or anything you'd like to tell everyone?
You know, learn to fully live your truth through self-love, because you can expand so much.
Beautiful. Thank you. And I'm going to bring you back so you can dance with us if you'd like, because I've been dancing with you. I've been out dancing with this girl, and she can dance. So she'll be right back too. So thank you so much. And as we go now, let's go to, I would love to give you a beautiful gift also, because well, I can. And you know what? My gift to you is go ahead and take that QR code, get on my calendar. I want to learn who you are also. So reach out. I'd love that. And also, I'm going to be here every week. And the other thing too is I teach Tai Chi, and I do this virtually every Monday and Wednesday. And I would love to gift you a virtual Tai Chi. So go ahead and take a picture of that QR code. Get with me on Facebook Messenger, Instagram Messenger, anywhere you want, and say, hey, I want to come to your Tai Chi. Because this Tai Chi is like no other Tai Chi that you'll ever come on to. Because the Tai Chi, we actually do the Tai Chi, but while we're doing it, I'm actually doing a transmission. I'm doing a meditation. It's not really a meditation. It's more of a transmission of setting the tone for the day if you come with us in the morning. And it's setting that tone of that energy field and bringing that out. And as the activation catalyst, I can help you and learn how to do this. And it's very, very powerful. And you'll love, love, love it. So I'm here every week, and I love this picture because look at this. I mean, look how many people. I've been doing this for almost 7 years. Can you believe that? And you have been here with me. Thank you so much for coming and playing with me with this. And you know what? You want to catch these waves at 11 o'clock every Thursday at Pacific. And this isn't a show, it's a movement. It's a global impact, that's for sure. And remember something. Please take a deep breath and remember something with me. Your energy is the music of your life. So keep it tuned, keep it flowing, and keep it shining bright. Because why? Because you can. And I will be here for you to help you to connect into your energy and bring you more wisdom, more energy, and more golden nuggets that lift you higher. And you've got so many today. And another thing, you, I see you, I see you. I love you and your story, your message. The world needs to hear it. So reach out to me. I'd love to feature you right here on EnergizeUtv. All over the world, you can come here. If you're in the Phoenix area, come on over because my studio is moving and my studio now will be at the Wrigley Mansion. And go ahead and look up the Wrigley Mansion. So excited to be coming at you with a new podcast and my new TV show coming very soon. So if you're in the Phoenix area, you definitely want to come and record out of the Wrigley Mansion. And you know what? Until I get to see you next time, ignite your energy, activate your joy, and elevate your abundance. And breathe, breathe. Thank you so much for being here. Let's dance. Listen to the words I wrote just for you.
You got ambition, fire and soul. Look within your heart, let your spirit flow. Ask for what you want, show 'em what you got. Take it to the top, don't you ever stop. Shine, shine, shine on. Raise your vibration, shine, shine, shine on. Looking for the answers, seeking you will find. Open up your heart, leave it all behind. Smile and laugh, always give back. Glowing like a star, show 'em who you are. Shine, shine, shine on. Raise your vibration, shine, shine, shine on. You're the secret, you're the answer. You know who you are. Look within you, breathe and focus. You're a shining star. Shine, shine, shine on. Raise your vibration, shine, shine, shine on. Don't you worry, don't you fake it, be just who you are. You're the answer to the question, you're that shining star. Shine, shine, shine on. Raise your vibration, shine, shine, shine on. Now that you can see all that you can be, breathe into your heart, don't you ever stop. Shine, shine, shine on. Raise your vibration.
Thank you, Beth Ann. Shout out.